Hello guys, it's me Momo. Today, in this tiny little tutorial video, it's by the way a mini tutorial, so don't take every word of it with absolute trust, but practically, today if anybody doesn't know how to fly Stuka mobile, then this solution might temporarily work until they fix up the controls. See right here, just like toggle engine, if you're able to see that. I don't know, see that blurry, but it's just toggle engine and that's it. And you could drag your finger across this. Hold up. Yeah, you could see this. But don't let go though, as it will sometimes randomly, just like lock your plane in the position of flying straight line until you die. Or return to your base, depending on what you do. And also, we're gonna mess around. Oh yeah. As I said, this is a tiny tutorial, but this is on the dive bomber called the Stuka. And also, this is the version with the 30mm underslung cannons, but in this game, when the mobile players arrive, it's practically useless, as you can't even use them unless if the target drives in front of you. Of course, some people who are PC players would be like, oh, they're very useful though. Yes, they're correct. They are useful, but not useful for mobile players that don't know yet. Even including me, I never even understand how to use them correctly. Not even fighter planes could persuade me otherwise. Practically, the bomber is just sometimes a menace to be dealt with, unless you have multiple machine guns, multiple half-tracks with the machine guns on top, but practically, you have to just wait for a second before you actually drop the bombs. Also, some people will say, stop bullying those helpless players, they can't defend themselves. It's a small tutorial, dagnammit. But you can click these buttons right here. This one is obviously, you can see speed up, which turns your speed, but I do not recommend this for a mobile player, as this might make you lose your accuracy for a bit of being in a Stuka, or unless you're a fighter plane, I don't know, might cause your maneuverability to be shrumbled or destroyed. Yeah, but practically I'm starting to lose grip here because specifically there's no joystick here, so I won't be able to control this thing for long. And I still got a kill, but I'm gonna have to return to my base. Not before I actually go to this base. Oh yeah, if anybody's like just complaining the fact that I'm using a plane and abusing its capabilities. Oh, hold up. Sorry, misfire. But basically, like, abusing its capabilities, well, practically, yeah, I am. But only for the grinding thing, or just, like, the grinding the ranks. Yeah, I think I left something this one. Well, practically, yeah. Oh, yeah, by the way, the best tip for all those players who are starting, if you're the farming type, either build up your dropper building, which you can obviously name by this. Dropper building. If you're able to max this out, like build the walls, but I highly do not recommend building the walls, except just like build up production first before you actually build the walls and get your vehicles. Oh yeah, by the way, it can also give way. Someone's probably used my 88 cannon before they left, didn't they? But yeah, here's just side tip, just use your economics to your advantage. And also, other tip, build up your spawn point room, and don't deploy a gun if you just died, because it'll just make you a good target, as, for example, all vehicles with high explosive rounds could penetrate the wall behind your spawn point. Although they may get a random spawn kill warning, it rarely happens, because you already built a wall, so it's not going to consider spawn killing, unless the vehicle gets closer. And also it depends, Stukas are not exempt, so are fighter planes, but fighter planes with their basic machine guns cannot penetrate the walls. The only thing that could penetrate them is either the rocket launchers, tank destroyers, assault guns like the Sturmgeschütz, which actually translates to assault gun, no surprise there. Also, if they manage to get your hands on the cannon and you haven't built this interior outside wall, they might use it against you. Yeah, practically, yeah, that's what you expect. You can get this little guy, and if you rebirth enough times, you can get yourself a SU-100 which is just a Soviet tank destroyer with a 100mm gun. A Sturmgeschütz with a long 75 or 75mm gun, or Stuke G, but it never specifies what version of the Stuke it is. But I'll spawn it to see. Oh, actually, yeah, they also inconveniently placed the pay-to-win donation sound button, friend ad options on the joystick placement. But judging from the Stuke, it's either going to be a Stuke G or basically, yeah, it's a Stuke G, because a Stuke, just basically a Stuke F or something like that. Either, I don't know the version of the Stuke, but I could tell this one is a Stuke G, judging by the 75mm cannon. I mean, we could tell from the 105mm cannon, right? But practically, as we did in the video, we were just done ravaging the server with a Stuka. And now we're gonna ravage it with a Stuke, but I'm more vulnerable to the air attacks now. Also, by the way, if anybody's asking if it's possible to shoot down a plane with a bazooka or any, usable rocket launchers in this game, yes, it's possible, but the most likely target you can shoot down is either a Stuka or any plane that's like performing a dive maneuver. But yeah. Oh, yeah, about the fact that the Sturmgeschütz could penetrate spawn walls with high explosive. Alright, practically, yeah, I think I see someone. It's just that you have to be careful of one problem. The Stuke cannot rotate its gun. The SU-100 has a small slight thing, but a slight, just slight bit of turning its gun, but doesn't have much in terms of actual 360-degree turnouts. And yeah, the explosion radius is quite pathetic on the Sturmgeschütz. But these guys seem to don't know what to do. I mean, yeah, it's practically, jeez. Yeah, it's called if you call it bullying. Those guys literally just did nothing for most of the time until I blew them up. But those guys are getting to the armory. At least I could give them points for actually being smart. And this guy literally just had his protection shield, as he didn't get a gun yet. And also, yes, they did add a protection shield, because people were getting complaints of being spawn killed with high explosive when behind walls of the spawn room right there. But practically, this guy got a gun now, i.e. a rocket launcher, and he's gonna try to open the door, and yep, that guy. I understand, but these guys are not experienced to take out armored vehicles. I mean, that guy should have just went on the second floor. Second guy just got a gun, isn't he? A Sturmgeschütz may not be strong as a 100 SU-100, but at least it's strong enough to resist bullets for loads of them. And to make it even worse, I could probably use a gun in here unless they patched it. Oh wait, they did patch it. Now, these guys are either, these guys are hiding in the spawn point room. They're probably going to get their armory weapons, but I don't know which door they're going to be getting out first. Either this one or this one, and I can't rotate my gun slightly. So yeah, it's just going to be a challenge. Oh wait, what flag is that? I can't even see up because I'm in the Sturmgeschütz. After all, vehicles are somehow hard enough. It's gonna be the game of waiting. If they're in the spawn point, I'm gonna use high explosive to get to them. I'm aiming my dang cannon at that door. Is he coming up the floor just to try to... I'm starting to get quite cautious. Okay, is he? Jeez, oh my god! Okay, I deserve that, but quite sneaky attempt by the bacon here. But due to the fact this is War Tycoon, we can't have revenge running free. We need, I don't know, how do I say this? We need a bit of inequality, such as those that want inequality to be punched in the face and say, how about you experience it? But I just realized I'm next to the spawn point. And what guy killed me again? These two. And who? And let me check that again. This guy literally. Oh yeah, this is called basic. Oh crap! This almost crash. Yeah, when your plane does a nosedive, even though you're still on ground, that's not a good sign, as it might crash in game. It's quite obvious for anybody else, unless a noob doesn't understand. But that person over there is really what I really am looking at. Speaking about the wait, that was the wrong guy. Strange. Oh yeah, about the fact that sometimes when you're above medium range. No, that's the wrong guy's spawn point. Where's the other guy? Oh yeah, of course, you may call this bullying, but at this point I feel like, whoa. Jeez, you thought you were smart to hide. But ever since I just knocked them out, both out of their spawns for a moment, but I'll just go after some other people. Sorry, just doing this for the slow grind. Okay, these guys are seriously getting on my nerves. Bro, didn't you not see what happened to your teammate 5 minutes ago? Bro, you did not see what happened to him 5 minutes ago. Don't fight a plane when its health is like still up beefy. Stuka could be shredded by an MG42 or any automatic weapon. And at this speed, like here, it could still, if I'm committing a dive, I could possibly get shot down by a bazooka. And that ain't no understatement, as I did shoot down a bazooka with a bazooka. Oh wait, I did shoot down the Stuka. Sorry for saying that wrong, because my mouth says the wrong things apparently. But practically, yeah, I did shoot down a Stuka with a bazooka. And yes, the infamous random explosion radius thing. There's like a random explosion radius. That's all you need to know. But practically, yeah, I'm not doing any grinding. I'm just messing around. Oh yeah, that's a small tutorial about economics with the droppers and basically with the vehicles and rebirths. Oh yeah, by the way, another thing about benefits about rebirths is that if you rebirth 5 times, you are given an 88 cannon, which some babus or German, just like obsessed German history, just like World War II military fans would be obsessed with this cannon, because apparently this cannon is mounted on the Tiger 1. Its longer variant, the Long 88, apparently was mounted on the Tiger 2, but both may be good at penetrating tanks, besides the IS-2, unless if it's someone in the weak spot. But practically, yeah, this 88 cannon was deadly for most of the time until IS-2s came up, and I'm gonna use this as artillery, as it was used, but it has a 900 round barrel life. But practically, yeah. Oh yeah, this cannon, by the way, is not very accurate, such as that. Let me commit my first shot after I get my aim straight. Of course, you see right here, right? It doesn't shoot straight directly, because it's a rapid-firing cannon. Alright, it's practically the only mounted cannon besides the fact if you include all the cannons, you'll have to include the Sturmgeschütz or the SU-100 cannon. Basically, the SU-100 is a 100mm cannon, from the name you can guess. Sturmgeschütz is either a 75mm, or depending on the variant, it's just a 75mm cannon. And as you can tell, this is just an 88 cannon. Wait, did I get anyone? Yeah, it's probably because they have a spawn shield. Oh yeah, they also added a new capture the flag reward. It's on the center of the town, right? Hold up. It's on the center of the town when I get on top of the hill first. Strange, is that an ammo box over there? But no, that's just a part of the pilot where practically, if you don't know what I mean, the NPCs do fall apart when you bomb them, but shooting them is not going to do anything. But bombing them, due to the fact the explosion just Oh wait, those guys left. Yeah, the new capture the flag update is right there. I currently captured it, but if anybody's asking how to capture it, either you can just travel by plane or vehicles, any type, or swim or walk, or there's no running option, but just basically swim, or just because and then walk and capture the flag as long as there's no defenders or campers. I think campers might use this, as people are either desperate or either, I don't know, just capture it for their own in-game gains, but practically, yeah. I mean, for example, here's some things that campers could do. I mean, stare at this house. This house can be entered by anybody and can be used by machine gun teams, especially teamers, unless they're teammates, but teammates could, opposing teams that own this flag could use this spot right here as a machine gun or sniper nest. But on the other hand, there is another bridge to guard. How are you supposed to defend two sides when you have two people? Make alliances. Make an alliance and then just put another two squad. But be aware though, since due to the fact that the dive bombers such as the Stuka, fighters, tank destroyers, assault guns, basically half-tracks are now a thing, so just for a side note, I'm gonna have to say this, a tip for the campers. Practically, if you have a MG42, or at least know how to at least shoot down planes with a bazooka or Panzerfaust, if you don't have those, I wouldn't recommend camping, as people might pull those out in case, like, for example, you either these buildings or not, if you stay inside and stay too close to hugging the walls, a tank destroyer, or a dive bomber, Stuka by the way, could find you as its perfect prey, which means you're gonna get bombed and probably die, as the Stuka has 3 bombs and they removed the bombs on the P-51 Mustang. That's right, the P-51 Mustang doesn't have the bombs anymore, because it seems like people, especially like developers, either just like I don't know, got sick and tired of people using the P-51 over the Stuka for its fast maneuverability, but also for the fact that it's literally just meant for people with high precision artillery experience, i.e. those that could calculate before dropping the bombs on their targets precisely on the location. They decided to remove the bombs from the P-51 Mustang. And also because of the fact that thing, the P-51 had more health than the Stuka. And besides, you kind of need about, hold on, let me make a slight calculation here after I get to the P-51. Or get to the airfield, actually. Also, they also give tips, by the way, right here. So now, practically, yeah, they give tips depending on what happens. For example, being spawn killed or camped, stay unarmed in your base and will give you a force field. Yeah, practically, yeah, smart move. But most people don't understand the concept of not doing that. For example, P-51 has 2,250 health. A Stuka. Scheisse. Never mind, it seems like the Stuka has more health, but I find that literally busts my entire freaking sentence about this, but the P-51's only good for a fighter plane, and as if anybody refuses to believe me that they removed the bombs, yeah, anybody who has flown this before this update could remember seeing a bomb option, but no. And also, I don't know how to fire the planes. Just basically, I don't know how to fly or use fighter planes easily, unless, I don't know, using the perfect circumstances, but it's very rare to see them. Yeah, practically, I'm not here to grind, I'm just here to show you a small tutorial, that's all. Oh yeah, and also, if anybody's questioning what should I do when I have all my economics maxed out, it depends. Either you decide to build up your base and rebirth and get new benefits such as new vehicles, but if you have that all, and, you know, I recommend you rebirth 14 times because they also have a dropper increase as well. Basically, if you rebirth more than about 12 times, oh yeah, I have 14 rebirths. Oh, yeah, you saw there's a bit of slice of my recording place, but basically look up here. It's like 14 rebirths up here. It's because I accidentally rebirthed 2 times because I realized I built all the things, which is the most stupidest thing I ever done. As it's of course I'm gonna accidentally hit the rebirth button. Oh yeah, the rebirth button's right here. I could accidentally go up at the tower and click it by accident because it's you know. But basically, like, you need 1 rebirth to get up here, get some stairs. You need 12 rebirths to get all the on all the upgraders or the droppers are just practically not needed for practically any rebirth. But this upgrader number 1, 6 rebirths, and upgrader number 3 or number 2. I can't even say things clearly. But upgrader number 2, 10 rebirths. Upgrader number 3, 12 rebirths. Yeah, you're gonna be stuck there. Unless there's one sneaky tactic that I'm willing to share with you guys. Just make sure to click on like and subscribe button because, you know, practically there's a simple tactic. Just bunch up your in-game money, such as this, and save it by sending it to your alt account or friend. Once you've done that, and rebirth, and you might get a small boost in return. I mean, yeah, you gave your funding to your own account before, or your friend before rebirth, and it's technically not illegal because, you know, for now at least, until the creator has probably gotten mad apparently. But yeah, if you save up enough in-game money and just like send it to your account, to make a side note, the bases of this game do save. It's just that if you play on solo, if you were playing duo and you save your base, you will only save on duo, alright? If you choose solo, it will not save. Basically, yeah. If you place on solo and your base does save, it doesn't save on duo. Alright, that's it. Practically, yeah. If you're not willing to actually go through the long rebirth experience, save up your money right here. Set a timer to 30 minutes. Well, yeah, 30 minutes, 20 minutes. I'll probably disconnect you. Say, well, just keep moving until your timer rings. Then collect the money, and depending on what timer you set. Collect the money, send it to your alt account, and make sure your alt account doesn't leave the game as the money resets. Alright? Also, the money stays the exact same depending on your rank. For example, I'm the rank of Major in this game, and it gave me 14k when I joined the game. Like this. Hold up. Let me just rejoin. Now, as I said, it resets your money, but it depends on your rank. How much does it give when you return? For example, I'm choosing duo because base does save on different modes, but just like I said, money does reset in this game, so you better send it to your alt account. Make sure it doesn't leave or disconnect, as it won't end well for you economically. Oh yeah, that's it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Share this video with a friend if they understand the material of it, and I don't know if they even play this game at all, because basically this game currently has a lot of snipers that don't like people, such as newbies, as they will clap their cheeks from long range with their bolt action rifles and then spray SMG fire. But then for some reason there are some snipers that were so bad at SMGs that they would prefer to use their bolt actions at close range, even though they're outmatched by superior firepower. But practically, that's all it is. That's all it is about this game. And I already said what I said. Alright. If just like another plug, make sure to like and subscribe. And I hope you see you guys next time. Bye.